We are hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. We are Swedish, and they're for the accents. And we are Riot Child. I'm Amanda.
Yeah, and I'm Alice, and I'm so happy to be here at the CityWalk tonight. And yeah,
let's rock it.
Yeah.
You're never alone. You are a work of art with 21 scars. Wherever you go, you are the beat of your heart. A million stars could let you down. When we fight hard. When we were young, take me back to the stars. You're never alone. You are a work of art with 21 scars.
I was here maybe like 3 months ago. I was walking down CityWalk and I saw your music video on the screen.
Oh, yeah?
I sat down and I just watched it, and then I had to Google you guys, and then I became a fan.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously you guys are here performing. CityWalk has been a big avenue for the band.
Yeah.
But how did you guys first get connected with CityWalk, and what kind of exposure do you guys feel, or impact do you guys feel it did for Riot Child?
I mean, we started to play out of here back in 2015. We didn't live out here by that time. We just came here and we played here for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And that was very exciting because we're from Sweden, so that was like a great experience.
Yeah.
Now we had like a residency here for like a year.
Yeah.
As a two-piece.
Right.
So, I mean, it makes you can't play the same songs, you know, over and over again. So it definitely made us go and do like, play songs and do music we never thought we would create and make. And you're like, you constantly are like, well, let's try this song on CityWalk. And you, right away, you see what the audience think of it. You see if they walk away or if they stay. So it's like, you know, it's great if you want quick feedback, you know. It's like, it's great. And I think we've been growing a lot because of that, for sure. Like, you can't hide, you know.
And your first couple shows were with a 4-piece, now you guys are a 2-piece. Can you tell me a little bit about that transition and, like, you know, what it is like to just be the two of you now?
Yeah, well, I mean, in the beginning we were very scared, like, how should we do this? Like, just the two of us were so used to being like 4 or 3 at least on stage. So we spent so many hours just rehearsing, like, here in Los Angeles, just rehearsing every day and just building up what we can do live together as a duo. So yeah, I mean, it's been just a long time just rehearsing and practicing a lot, and doing the live drums and live bass and piano with like backtracks to blend them together. But yeah, it's been a great like time to just develop your talent, you know. So
now you guys kind of changed your instruments a little bit. You went from guitar to drums. It seemed like, I told you I'm a fan. It seemed like you went from backup vocals to now you're up front. So, you know, those kind of transitions, you know, how did it change the way that you create music today, like especially the debut album?
I think I always wrote songs for someone else's voice, which was really fun and cool, but it was also, you know, sometimes it just makes you write different kind of music, because, you know, like if we have a singer with a certain type of voice, I kind of try to write for them more than, you know, just write spontaneously. Now it's easier because you write something and you know you're gonna be able to like sing it, you know, so it's a little bit easier in that way, but it's pros and cons with both. It was great being a 4-piece because it was great being able to do that guitar rock and roll, you know,
and harmonies.
That was fun, you know. As a 2-piece, yeah, like it's a totally another thing, like Alice mentions. But I think it was time for that, and it was, you know, we've been jamming for 8 years now, so it's really fun to share this with Alice. Yeah.
Now tell me a little bit about Made for a Different Time, the debut album. The tracks on there. Who did you guys go into the studio to get it produced? And you know, the writing process with it. What was that like for you guys?
Well, a lot of songs were like, how many years ago was
Some songs, yeah, we started to write some of them like 1.5 years ago. Okay. We work with some, like it's a lot of good names I would want to mention, but mainly we did it with Jeff Blue, Abe Dirtner, and a guy called Nick. He is awesome at beats. But there's a lot of names out there like Jeremy
Yeah.
And I want to, it's hard to mention them all. If it's not a a Grammy award-winning thank you, but we met a lot of great.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But no, a big shout out to all of everyone that helped us create this album. It was it took a long time. So I think therefore the songs are from different feelings and different. We went through different things. So there's a little bit of a journey.
Right.
But I would say Paper is mainly about how it was becoming a two-piece, and that whole song was, we just moved out here. We lived right next to both at the airport and the train station. We did not get a lot of sleep, and we shared bed for 3 months. It was like, but when we survived that, we're like, we're good, you know.
No, we can do this.
We can do this. So yeah, that song is a lot about how it feels like doing this. Like not a lot of people understand why you are constantly not want to pursue your dreams.
Right.
Right.
Now you mentioned this album kind of has a journey. I see the dynamics between Hey 21 and Never Enough. So it's like two different types of songs. So when you create something like that, is that like a natural process for you guys?
Yeah, it was Never Enough was we did here in Los Angeles, like in the beginning when we were here. So that was more like of our rock, more of a rock feeling.
Piece by then, so naturally we did a little bit more guitar.
Yeah.
I do think that it's like we will never try to I think we'll always stay kind of alternative pop, but we're not gonna try to just contain ourselves to do that. We're creating new music. We're just gonna do what we want, and if it ends up being a little guitar pop song or a heavy, I don't know, musical, just instrumental, I think we'll just go for it. We're not gonna.
I feel like the sound is going to change a little bit after this tour with my friends and rivals, and assuming we survive in September. I feel like that's going to change the dynamic of the band. What can we talk about this tour, and how excited are you guys to go on this tour?
Oh my God, we announced it today.
We're so excited. We can't wait to go out there.
Yeah.
So happy to be there with the rivals, and assuming we survive. And I think we're going to grow more to do the new music. We're going to get more experience and how you feel after a tour. So.
Alice might even leave the drums for a second.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you never know.
Man, you never know. You never know. Now, back to you. When you're writing music, do you guys write collaboratively, or are you the main writer?
Right now, we're just taking a little break from that because that's been a lot of our history. So now we're not. But I mean, we're always open for it, for sure. But we just enjoy kind of keeping it very in the house.
Right.
So yeah.
But when you do write music, I know you're also a big part of the music videos that you guys create. So do you think about the music videos while you're kind of writing the songs? Is that something that's already in your head?
It is actually. No, I think the music videos is what we kind of enjoy the most. It's just something very fun about it, So it would definitely help if I can't picture a music video for a song. I don't feel like it's a good song.
It's not gonna be. Wow.
No.
That's rough. That's difficult.
Well, I think it's just then it goes somewhere, and maybe in a couple of years, who knows? But yeah, it gotta be a good visuals,
Right. I'm glad to finally hang out with you guys. I can't wait to see you guys live tonight. Now, for those that haven't heard of Riot Child, what is so different about Riot Child? Who is Riot Child all about?
Well, Riot Child, I think you will mostly know who Riot Child is if you see Riot Child live.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's hard to, when you do songs and to produce them, it's always hard to do the realness in it.
Right.
So I think when you see us live, that's when you will see us the most real. So yeah.
True. It's very true. I cannot anything but agree with you, Alice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But
Yeah.